Hello, everybody. Good day from wherever you're watching me around the world. I bring you warm greetings to this stream. So, I would be giving you my analysis on Boom 500 very quickly, and before that, I would just delve into the Boom 1000 trade we analyzed the last time. So as you can already see, this is the trade, and yeah, so we did some analysis last time. I think it will be somewhere here where we were anticipating that price was going to get into this entry because price couldn't get into our supply zone previously, but what you can see here is a stop hunt of our supply zone here, and then price rallied all the way down, broke the demand zone that put up this high, and then I was expecting that price would just continue downwards, right? But that wasn't the case, and you can already see the momentum build from this area here where you have the bullish candles, and look at the strength of the bulls, and look at it here also, and then all the way down here, right? So this was this trade didn't pull through, even when I thought that, oh okay, this is actually a change of character, and then price was going to go back to mitigate the supply zone that caused this change of character, but that didn't quite hold, because as you can already see here, price just consolidated a bit. I'll go to the higher time frame so that you can see what is happening right now. So this is my current outlook on 1000. As you can see, my chart is a bit messy, but just pardon me of that. So price is actually in a descending channel, and then you can see the bullish drive 1, bullish drive 2, and bullish drive 3, which is already weakening, and I expect the bears to come in stronger, and the bears are coming in stronger here. Not really strong, but if you can see this, the bears really came in, so I'm expecting a bullish run all the way to break this zone, and then I see a tap into the imbalance here, and then also into the demand zone. But this is not going to happen anytime soon, because this is going to take a very, very long time for this to happen, right? But what I'm looking at right now is this consolidation, and that led into a change of character after this break of structure, as you can already see here. Let me draw this properly. I'll do this properly. Alright, so there's a break of structure there. This is a break of structure here, and what did price do? We thought price was going to come back to mitigate that area, or tap back into the demand zone that caused this break of structure, which happens to be here after filling the imbalance, but that didn't happen. You can see the bullish run all the way down. So this actually caused a change of character, and then you can see the rally back into the range structure that caused a break of character, which is this tiny little tap into on a lower time frame. You would see this even more clearly, right? So what just happened now is there's a break of structure here, and then there's liquidity just resting below the break of structure. So price is actually rallying back into the zone, and then if we could label this properly, you could already see that this is a high, and then this is a low, right? So if we mark those areas and then use our fib tool somewhere around here, which is just this area. So you could see already that price is actually in the premium area, and price had tapped into the order block, or I like to say the supply zone of the daily time frame. So my expectation is to see price because price had already broken internal structures here, internal structures. So I am buying, I'm selling early. Why am I selling? I'm selling so price could feel this imbalance and then also mitigate this supply, the demand zone that caused the break of structure. So this is where my TP is. So on a long-term basis, one of my entry has its TP just below the liquidity zones here, but I see a further push or bullish run into the order block or supply area, where we can actually begin to look for confirmed sales. So if you are in our signal group or in our main group, you will notice I have not called any of these trades, and that's because I'm just waiting for price to get to its zone, right? So yeah, that's an update on Boom 1000 trade I thought to just share. So we go right into Boom 500, and as you can see on my daily time frame, Boom 500 is actually in a downtrend overall after breaking multiple structures. So I see price rallying back into I see price rallying back into the dealing zone, my dealing range rather, and the zone that causes break of structure first is this. So this supply area, I see price coming back into the supply area, and then if it invalidates or takes that supply area out, I see price coming into this area, right, into this area here, right? So that's on the daily. So if we go to 4-hour time frame, I don't use trend lines to trade, but if we draw the channel, you could already see this beautiful stuff happening, right? You could see that price is in an upward what do you call it now, in an ascending channel. Yeah, so you could see the change of character, and then price has broken structures multiple times, tapped into the supply area that causes break of structure to the downside, and then in fact you can already see the bearish run to the downside here that causes break of structure, and then the drive here for the bears are very much stronger, and it gets weaker as the trend builds. So I'm not previously I was looking for sales, but then when I noticed on a higher time frame what price was actually doing, I had to change my bias to buy. So what are we looking at the moment? Right now, this is a zone on, so this zone has been mitigated. This supply area here has been mitigated, and then our next area of interest would be, there's a break of structure here, and this is the zone that caused that break of structure, right? That's one of our interests. Then the second interest would be these area. This area is going to be our second interest. So this is our recent low, and this is our recent high. So if we pull out our Fibonacci tool, you could already see that our area of interest, which is in the discounted area, is way below this I call it this demand zone. So I'll just render this invalid because this is my interest area. So if I go down to the 1 minute, you could already see that there's a change of character here, right? This is the zone that causes break somewhere here. Sorry, all right, that's it. I'll just change the color of this to okay. So this is a chalk change of character here. Yeah, there's a change of character, and then this is the break of structure right here. So this is on a higher time frame. We may not really appreciate, you know, the minor structures yet, but you understand what's happening. So price came back, tapped into the mitigation rejection block, yeah, or the breaker block, sorry. Price tapped into the breaker block and then pushed it downside, and this is a liquidity inducement because price didn't take out the lows. So if you look at the numbers showing on the lows, 39.47, 476, and then this low 39.47, 076. So price didn't really take it out. This is just an inducement of liquidity. So if you were to buy initially when this setup was forming, you would have sold from this area, and your TP will be targeting these lows right here, right? So what am I targeting? I'm targeting the discount area where you have the imbalance zones. I'll just call it a fair value gap. Yeah, so this is my target entry. So I'm expecting that price will come to fill this imbalance, and then I'll take my buy entries. And what is going to be my TP? So on a higher time frame, my TP1 will be to clear this high, right? And then my TP2 will be to tap into the supply area that caused this break of structure. So that is my outlook. So currently, what should we be looking at? If we go down to the 15 minutes time frame, now you can begin to appreciate the change of character I mentioned earlier. And yeah, we can even make further adjustments. So this is the supply area across the chart. So this is Alright, so this is a break of internal structure. Oops, sorry. Alright, so that's the break of internal structure. And this is another break here. So this is not trading view, right? This is MetaTrader 5, and it comes with certain limitations, but I've been able to navigate my way through all of those limitations, even though I would still prefer trading view. So this would have been upon seeing the change of character here, or this is the, yeah, so that's the break of structure there. breakup structure to the upside. If we go to the higher time frame, you would see the sweep here of liquidity, right? You can see the sweep. It did that ever so well. Let me make this straight. Okay, so look at the sweep. Look at the sweep. Just by about maybe 20 pips of week, and then the retracement began. So why that is the case, if you had seen that upon it being forming, this is where I normally love to take my entries, sniper entries here, because of the sweep, right? Because I know that if it's not giving me a body break, it's not really a break of structure. It's just an inducement or a stop hunt. Yeah, we call it a stop hunt. So why this is a stop hunt? Yeah, this is a stop hunt. And then you see the change of character here, and price just pushed all the way into the zone, right, the supply zone, and then price started breaking multiple structures to the downside. So oops, this video is already long. Okay, price broke it to the downside, and then price came in to the breaker block, yeah, and then kept falling. So my anticipation right now is a sell, right? It's a sell to this my POI, which is the premium, the discount areas, so that price could push back into the bullish move. So I see price taking out. If price doesn't do that, we just wait for our buys. But what I'm seeing price, what I'm anticipating price would do is this is a liquidity area. This is a gap here. There's an imbalance, and this is my supply zone. So I'm expecting for price to come back into this area, right? See, price has taken the sell side liquidity, so I'm expecting price to come back to take the buy side liquidity. Let's see if there's going to be any reaction here. I hope there's a reaction. So normally before my knowledge, you know, I improved my knowledge, I would normally see these areas, it's already, you know, reacting. I'll normally see these areas and just assume that, oh, more like a 50-50 gamble thing, and say, oh, price is going to tap in and then push all the way to the upside. This is not a high probability trade if I was assuming or guessing. However, this is a high probability trade for me, you know, from this supply area, because I know that internal structure or minor structure is on a downtrend, which is more like a corrective move, right? So what I would rather do is to set a sell limit here, right, and then take price to all the way to the downside, and so this is like a sell to buy, right? So I'm going to do that right away. Okay, set my stop loss 39990. So this is about $2. So let's just make it about $3-4. Then my TP would be on, looking at the H1 time frame, should be somewhere around this area, 3921, which will bring us into the discount area, right, after grabbing liquidity here. So it's about $31. Well, if I see the reactions, I can, you know, take more sell positions in here. So that is the analysis I was going to share with you guys. And then if this zone doesn't hold, then we'll be looking at this zone, right? So we'll be looking at this area here, because I see that price didn't really tap in on this area. So if that's the case, what would happen is my Fibonacci area of interest, I'm going to adjust it to this low here, and then all the way to the highs. So this should be somewhere around here. Right, so let's just see what happens, right? If price fails at this zone, then we'll be looking to buy at this zone. But fractal confirmation, guys. So fractal confirmation, and what that means is to go to your lower time frame to get you know, refined entries for your trades. All right, so that will be all I have to share at this time, and I'll keep you updated. If you haven't yet joined our group on Telegram, where I share analysis on a daily, you can, you know, use the description, the link in the description to join. And yeah, that will be all for now. So thank you everyone for joining, and yeah, have a nice day ahead.